Hey everyone, it's the Toymaker Reviews, and welcome back to another video. This is my very first custom toy showcase. So this is my custom War Doctor Tardis, and as you can see, this is a 10th Doctor Tardis repainted and customized and weathered to look like a War Doctor Tardis. Now, Character Options have not released a War Doctor Tardis at all in their Tardis line. If Character Options were to go ahead with a War Doctor Tardis, back then it would have not had electronics. They have done two prototypes before that I am aware of, and they do look quite nice, but I think the overall look could have been a lot better. Because of that being a mass-produced product, they wouldn't be able to get necessarily all the details down. So with that said, I decided, since we're never going to get one, I decided to take my old 10th Doctor TARDIS that I originally got back in 2007 or 2008 for Christmas when I was a kid, and go for it. So to start, this is my old 10th Doctor TARDIS that I got for Christmas back in 2007, 2008. The electronics has worn out quite a bit over the years of usage, but yeah, I just decided to use this old box and give it a new purpose, make a War Doctor box. So the very first thing I did is I took it apart to see what I could modify and what I couldn't. Notably, the first thing would be the lantern. I wanted to get a new lantern, and I thought, oh, I could just use a classic TARDIS lamp. It doesn't fit, so that's out of the question. And after I had that failed attempt to swap the lantern, I decided to put it all back together, and I just decided to give it an overall paint job. I took black acrylic paint, a little bit of phthalo blue, I believe, and mixed it up, a lot of water, and what I did was I covered the whole box in this black inky paint, and then wipe it off. What that does is it just weathers it down. So it's a darker sort of blue, but there is a lot of highlights in this from the original 10th Doctor box color. I looked at various images from the 50th, and it looks like the whole box was actually dark, but I looked at other images of the prop that are not graded or, you know, some slight discoloration, and it was actually blue. I decided to go with the prop and leave it blue, but just weather it down and darken it a bit. For the windows, I decided to do the same thing, but put it in the corners of the windows. I looked at the prop images, and it really wasn't that weathered, if I remember correctly. So I only used the black paint mixture on the windows and the corners and then wiped it off. I know a lot of people online have used burnt cardboard or paper to like make an ashy type, make an ashy mixture and just coated the windows with it. I don't think that's the right approach. I just used the black inky mixture and put it into the window corners, and I think they look quite nice. The next thing I did is I weathered the sign. A lot of people use a pin or something and they tear away the sign. I looked at the prop and various screen grabs in the 50th anniversary. That sign wasn't torn apart. What there was is there was some heavy weathering applied to a couple corners. So that's what I did. I used, again, the same inky mixture and just weathered this a little bit. Now, the hardest part, I would have to say, are these splashes of white paint. This was the hardest one, and This took me quite a few tries to get right. I'm not happy exactly with it, but I tried my best on that. So the white places of paint, there's one here, which is on this side of the prop. I matched closely this one. There's this bit of white paint that comes down, and when it reaches this corner or so, and it goes up to this point. So that is close to the prop. I think I could have done a better job on that, but yeah, that is done. And then this has a little white streak here, and that is it. Now I know a lot of people in their customs have put white paint all over this prop. For mine, I wanted to do almost a one-to-one replica with the actual prop. Some have put more white paint, some have put more weathering and stuff. I'm not knocking their customs at all. I'm not bashing them. But for me, I just wanted to go closer to the prop, and that's what I went with. So as you can see, the electronics still work, and if I just turn off my wait for a second, there we are. You can see the electronics work absolutely splendid. And if we just open the doors here, that spring catches, so yeah. And you probably can't hear me over the noise, so give me 1 second here. So the electronics work. This door doesn't want to stay open. There. And that is an interior card of the War Doctor Tardis. And if you're wondering where I got that from, credit to people that make Tardis add-ons and rewrites in Gmod, because they helped me get this image. It took a perspective shot of the War Doctor Tardis interior, printed it out on a piece of regular printer paper, and stuck it to the original 10th Doctor interior card in here. That's essentially it. Now, I know this has to be repainted gray, so I will be doing that when I upgrade this box at some point in the future. Yeah, this is just my War Doctor custom. Obviously, there will be more updates to this box in the future. The lights I wish I could change to a warm white or like an orangey color. I'm not entirely sure how to do that. We'll eventually get there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just repainted, the electronics still work, place an interior card that I printed off from a Gmod screenshot. So thanks to those who have done the Gmod add-on. What do you guys think of this War Doctor custom? Let me know below. And I'll catch you guys later. See ya.